No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walk the mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I sadly mistaken, I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of BWT. I'm your host, Teddy, and today we've got a special episode for you guys. We got my boy, Jordan Henriquez. As you can see on the title, we are going to talk about his recruiting process as he just committed to a D-1 school to play baseball. How are we doing, Jordan?
Good, I'm feeling good. I feel good. I'm excited to, enter the next phase of my career and life.
That's awesome. Thanks for coming on tonight. I know it was kind of last minute, but popped into my head and sent you a text, and I'm glad we were able to do it. Before we get started, just let me give a quick shout out to the other shows on the network. The Refuse to Lose Network, we've got plenty of shows. Got CTC, Call Talking College, FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs, RBO, Real Ballers Only with Vaughn, Dave's Doghouse. We got King's Talk with Joe Jordan, In the Red Corner with Tay, Ricky, and Tomo. And then, of course, the main show, Refuse to Lose, that's with Joe, Tomo, and Dave. We got you guys covered in all sports. So make sure you subscribe. Click the link in the description to subscribe to all of those shows that I just mentioned, and you won't regret it. I promise. Let's get right into it, man. When did you know that you wanted to play baseball at the next level?
I mean, I've known for a while. I feel like it's always been like something I just wanted to pursue and just like start a career. And I think that I'd probably say around 14 probably, because I think I was coming off of a trip in Florida and I was just kind of seeing like the talent and stuff. I was like, I gotta push. I gotta be the best. I want to pursue my career and becoming an athlete at the next level.
Yeah, man. I remember when we would take ground balls after practice. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. You were a little munchkin with your older brother's glove. It was way too big for you. You were out there fielding ground balls with us at the end of practice, stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see you now. Like me coaching you like last weekend, it was pretty insane.
Yeah.
So I would just want to congratulate you again for accomplishing this goal that you've set for quite some time. I know you've worked extremely hard for it. I've seen it with my own eyes, and I can only imagine the work that you do behind closed doors as well.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. When did you start looking at schools?
I started looking at schools probably my freshman year. I started going on some camps. Just looking back on it, I'm glad I did it. But I don't think it's something that like it has to be done. But I think that looking at schools and just finding like things that you're interested in, like think of a major, narrow it down to a couple majors, think of where you want to go, like north, east, southwest. It's just like those are big things that can really help you narrow down and kind of set goals for yourself to say, oh yeah, I want to go to this school, so I got to try to like I basically got to build like an itinerary of what I got to do to get to that school, and you got to do that for all of them.
Yeah. And do you know what you're going to be studying at all, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go into kinesiology. It's like exercise science. I think a couple of the guys on the team do it. That's what some of the coaches are telling me. So that should
Okay.
be cool. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. This question right here, we were talking backstage, and it might get you into something, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. What was your dream school?
Oh, all right. So, and I think that's because I had a little bit of bias with my sister going there, and I remember going over there multiple times, and I would just fall in love with the campus and stuff, and like it was just amazing, like the cool teal, like the palm trees just everywhere. It was a nice campus and everything. And I think the baseball program was nice. I remember I've done a couple of camps over there, but I'd probably say Coastal Carolina for the most part. But over the years, it's changed. Like it's fluctuated a lot.
Okay. Yeah, man. I know there's as a baseball player, there's always the top schools that. Oh, let's try to get him back in here. I don't know what happened there. Let's see, where's he at? Here he is.
Technical difficulties here. That's my fault. I don't know what happened. It sent me like something that I don't know. Wait, can
But,
you repeat the last question so I can go off of it a little bit more? Because I think I could have definitely gone deeper with it.
yeah, just the dream school.
Yeah, so I think for a long part of it, I think first 2 years of high school, I was like, oh yeah, I want to go to Coastal Carolina, but I think you know, time changes. Like I kind of see like I can kind of envision where I'm gonna be, and like see what's the word? It's like projectability. I can see like what I'm projected to like look like and be as a player,
Mm-hmm.
and those things change. But it's like I think me as myself and seeing myself as a player I've been, I can kind of like really see where I'm gonna fit in and where like I'm gonna play. So I think
Okay.
that took a big part of like, oh yeah, this is my favorite school. Like instead of basing it off, oh yeah, it's a really nice campus and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I think that definitely helped me narrow down what I wanted to do.
And what are some things that have changed over the years, like
Um.
personality wise, as a
Oh
big?
yeah. So like freshman year, I was a pipsqueak. I was probably like, what do you think? Like 5'6",
Yeah.
if that 5'6", soaking like 120 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that like, or not 120. I was like 120, probably 120, but like that. And like it was just tough to see because it's like you have these big aspirations to go to a school like Coastal, and it's like those kids are huge,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of like I don't know. It just kind of yeah, you just gotta like see it. You just kind of have to like be like, oh, and can I really see myself there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So over the years, I think I've been in contact with Dayton. I talked to Coach Pete a lot. I played for him on his Beast Mode team back when I was 13. I think it was a 15U tournament. I remember it was crazy. Yeah, no, it was different. It was my first perfect game tournament, and it was a great experience. I'm really like I wouldn't ask for anything else with it. Got some exposure. Got to see really what it was like out in the baseball world beyond Massachusetts and the Northeast. So I think that building that relationship with Pete, and I've always like looked at Dayton and be like, wow, it's a great school. I would love to be there. And I think that when the opportunity came, it was a no-brainer for me.
You jumped the gun there, man. That was part of my last question. Let's explain the process of eliminating some schools that you had on your list, some schools that you were looking at, some schools that were looking at you,
Yeah.
and why did you choose to go to Dayton?
So, it all kind of picked up this year. I would say it all really picked up this year. Um, last year it was pretty good. Last year I think I played really well, but I think I put myself in a tough position where it's like I didn't get as much exposure as I could have over the summer. I was playing with 5-star national, but this year I played with Gold Culture, and that was without a doubt the best decision I've made in my high school baseball career. And I think it was amazing. I love Coach Vaughn, Coach Ray, Coach Chris, Coach Rossi. They're all great to me. They all help me, even if they're out in Louisiana and I'm not over there working out with them and stuff. But I would do my thing up here, and I would show up and I would play. And I think they gave me everything I needed to do to perform and put myself out there. So I think that's really kind of where my recruiting process like started, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And for process of elimination and recruiting on like it kind of I would talk to schools would reach out to me, and I would have some of my guys like coaches reach out to different schools about me, and just kind of like connections, like putting the pieces together. And I think that it just kind of like went over time. Like I would talk to these coaches, and they would tell me what it was, and they would just always give me the same thing. Most of them would give me the same thing. It was, want to either come to this camp or we'll see more of you. And I'm over here hitting like 500 plus every single tournament, playing in Texas. First tournament I think was in Texas. That was the tournament I went yard. I went yard there, and that's kind of when my phone just started blowing up. That's when I was kind of like starstruck by it, because within a day, coaches were reaching out, like D1 schools, D1 JUCOs, they were all hitting me up, and it was just kind of all hitting me at once. And I think that that's something that like a lot of people don't understand. Like they expect the recruiting process to be like these schools are just gonna come to you like instantly, and like it's gonna be like overtime. But sometimes all you need is that one thing, and it's right there. So I think that that's what Texas was for me. I had a couple schools reach out to me from then. I think University of Central Florida was heavy on me. Baylor was heavy on me. Dayton, of course. Dayton's always been interested in me, and I'm really that. UMass Lowell, UMass Amherst, and just a couple, just like schools like that. And it was kind of like, instead of being complacent with it all, I kind of just wanted to, be like, if I can get these schools on me, I have an entire summer. And that was June 6th or 8th. And it was something that just like clicked, and I was like, I gotta keep going. Like there's no way I'm gonna just slow down and be like, okay, that's awesome. No shot. I was gonna make sure I just kept going and just keep performing. And that's what I did. And each tournament I would just continue to build the batting average up. I think my last tournament I finished up with a 778 batting average. That was in Alabama.
That's
Dude,
insane. That is insane.
Yeah,
wow.
Dude, it was insane. That was over like 7 days.
Yep.
And it's crazy, because it's like those numbers, you see them and they're real, and like coaches see it, and it's kind of just like, how do you tell a kid, come to this camp or we'll see more of you after that? Even after the second tournament in Georgia that I did, the WWBA.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that doesn't really add up to me. So I think that that's something you just kind of like, I don't know. You can't really get complacent and be too comfortable with, oh yeah, this school's on to me, this school's not. So I think that helped with eliminating schools and like seeing. Basically, I would probably say like which schools are like real.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you got to see, you want to play. That's it. You have to play. That's the biggest thing. Like everything else aside, that's the end goal. You have to play, because if you want to go to college, that's it. You don't want to go to college and ride pine for a year, get cold.
Yeah.
That's it. So I think that was really, really, really big in my elimination process. So I think I really set myself perfectly up at Dayton for a starting role next 2 years.
That's awesome, man. Going into your senior year at Lawrence Academy, what are some goals that you are setting for yourself next season?
I want to make all ISL. I want to get the Golden Glove again. I want to hit over 500. I want to have over. I'll say a safe number. I'll probably say like 5 bombs. Over 5 bombs.
Okay.
Beyond Lawrence Academy, I think I gotta get to a 6.8 run. I gotta run a 6.8. If I run a 6.8, then it's over. I think it's over.
Yeah.
I think that's my killer. That's really the fifth tool. I think personally, that's what I would think is my fifth tool. I gotta like own in.
Mm-hmm.
But what else? I want to win the ISL championship. I want to lead my squad. Me and John Payon from Duke. Let's do it.
Yep. Yeah, you guys came close last year. I was at that game, man. That was tough.
Yeah. Tough game.
What would you say for any like young kids that might watch this, or some kids that are in the very start of everything, like the whole recruiting process, like freshman year around there where you started your journey? What would you say is the biggest thing for them to get to where you're at now?
I think it's just you got to continue to keep grinding. It's like you can't stop. As much as you want to, you have to just keep going. If it's something you really want, and that's the base point. You gotta see if it's something you really want. Mm-hmm. So I know too many people that like started their recruiting process too late, and it's just like that can really mess you up. So I think if you come freshman year and you say this is something I really want, then you have 4 years to prove that, or maybe you have less. 3 years. 3 years to prove that that's something you can do. So that's probably one thing. Then I would say, like I said before, just narrow it down to like where you want to go. If you want to stay close to home, northeast, southwest, something like that, because that's really important. It helps you kind of, I don't want to say narrow it down. It just helps you to figure out where you want to go. I'm not gonna like tiptoe around it. That's really it. Like you want to play, and Twitter was a big thing that helped too. Twitter was also, that's definitely something I would say. Twitter, make sure you're posting on Twitter. There's like kind of like a format, like for your bio and stuff. Put all your info, and it's just basically like a hub for coaches to catch you. Yeah. I think that's like probably like 30% of the coaches that reached out have saw me on Twitter and just reached out. Finding yourself at the right events and staying out of the wrong ones. That's also a big thing. You don't want to go to money grabs, as I would say. Like there's like different showcases and stuff you just don't need to do. And I think that's not hit enough. Like I think people will tell you, oh yeah, go to this, go to that. There's a lot of things that you just don't need to go to.
Yeah.
So I think just like putting yourself in like the right positions and getting with the right people, that can really like help your process. I think that's really what I did. Like a lot of the guys that helped me, like you, my dad, Jovan, Rob Nadel, Jeremy Booth, and so on and so forth. Like a lot of guys in my corner that helped me out, and I'm really blessed to have that. So I think that just having like people like that in your corner can really help. And not just help with the recruiting side, like getting coaches to reach out and getting coaches like interested. I think it's just like helping guide you in like the right path. Like, yeah, just helping you guide in the right path.
Yeah, definitely. Man, it's kind of crazy. I still can't wrap my head around that you're going to Division I baseball, dude. It's insane. Yeah. Like I still remember, like I said earlier, that those ground balls we used to take after practice, dude. You were the bat boy, dude. Like you were the Giants bat boy. I was the shortstop for your dad's team. Right. And now we're watching you go off and do such great things. And man, I'm glad that you're able to get to where you're at now. And I know that this is just a stepping stone for the rest of your career. we've got our first comment of the night. Joe, what's up, Joe? Joe says, "What's up, fellas?
Joe?
Congrats, Jordan, on the D1 commitment."
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Um. Man, it's still insane to me. It really is, because like I've watched you grow as a player, and it's honestly crazy. Like
It's
there's
crazy for me too.
it's yeah. I mean, like when your dad would like come out and tell me like, oh, this and that and this. It's like, and then he would show me your numbers, and I'm like, there's no way, dude. And then I see it, like you said, it's real, you know?
Yeah.
Like, damn, this kid's going off. Like and then like I was at dinner with your dad when you hit that home run.
Mm-hmm.
And you should have seen his face, dude. Like he didn't like he was watching on the perfect game thing, like how it shows like every play and
The
stuff like that.
Diamondcast, yeah.
Yeah, and it said Jay Henriquez hit homer to left, and he was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" It was dude, it was crazy, bro. He's like, "Yo, hit a home run!" And it was insane,
Oh my lord.
insane. I wish you would have seen it. I'm glad I was able to see it. We got a question from Joe. When did you know that you were D1 quality?
I feel like I've always known. As
Yeah.
like not humble that seems. That it's kind of like a mindset. You can't say, oh yeah, I don't know if I'm D1 yet. It's kind of like a mindset that I had. I was like, I'm gonna be a D1 baseball player, and that kind of already had my mindset. So that's kind of when. But if I'd probably say when the first school reached out to me, like officially, that kind of like set the tone. I was like, oh yeah, now I know. So like any doubts that I had, where maybe I was like, oh, maybe I'm not, I'm not ready built for that. But once that first school reached out, that was probably when it just kind of clicked. And I was like, oh yeah, I knew it.
Yeah. It's that dog mentality.
Exactly. Yeah.
You just got to live with that in every aspect in life, but especially because in sports, if you think that you're not the dude, you're probably not the dude.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
it's just that simple, you know?
Yeah.
But if you go out there and you think like, I'm that guy, like your confidence is at an all-time high. You're going to play.
Yeah.
You're gonna play comfortable. You're gonna be you. You're not gonna play tight in the big stages under the bright lights. And no matter who's watching, you're always gonna be yourself. So
yeah, and I think that's a big thing too. Like just like always staying loose, and definitely having that mentality. It's like, I'm a dog, dude. Who is this kid? Who is this kid?
Yeah,
that's really it. It's like every time I go up to play, it's like, this kid sucks. If I'm gonna be honest, that's really like what I'm doing when I get up to play. I'm like, this kid sucks.
Yeah. When I was at St. Joe's, I would tell my roommate the same thing. I'm like, dude, I'm the best player on this team. Right. And it was Nico. And Nico was a dog, you know what I mean? I always told him like, bro, I'm better than you, and like that's just the way that I had to think. And he would always tell me, oh, you're better than Bryce Harper. I'm like, hell yeah. But like in the back of my mind, like Bryce Harper is Bryce Harper, and I'm Teddy McCarter, you know what I mean? But for me to go out there and perform at the top of my game, I had to tell myself that every night. So it's just, wow. The Yankees are absolutely getting smacked around right now. That's terrible.
Really?
Yeah, it's a.
How's that part? You have a parlay?
Yeah, it's cooked. It was cooked a long time ago.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, man, you gotta have that mentality. Play at a high level of baseball, and I feel like that's what some kids lack nowadays. And
yeah, for sure.
Like being a coach now and like seeing. Going to all these different tournaments and stuff like that, like seeing just the way that some kids just carry themselves as
Yeah.
baseball. Like you can just see it in their walk. You know what I mean? Like you see how they are when they're walking onto the field, when they're fielding a ground ball and stuff like that.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
you see it, you know, especially like being a former player, which is kind of insane that I gotta say that. But I'm old now, man. Kind of washed up. Kinda. I'm
Dude,
still there.
it's true.
I know, dude. I'm old, but I paved the way. I paved the way. If it wasn't for me
You
if it wasn't
did.
for me at Dever Park, dude, turning those double plays with you.
Right, where would I be without that? They play in outfield.
I remember you would actually go out into the outfield.
I remember I would play left field at Dever Park.
And like during the drills when some of the kids just couldn't handle it. And your dad would hit you the same fly balls that he would hit the other kids, and you would feel it, and it just made the other kids feel bad. And
Right.
it also made them play a lot better at the same time, you know. But yeah, man, this was great. Love catching up with you. Got one more question from Healing the Mental. What are you most looking forward to, Jordan, now that you are committed?
Oh, I was hoping you would ask that. Dude, relaxing. Finally relaxing. But it's not really relaxed. Like, I still got to go to the gym. I still got to go run. I still got to go lift and all this stuff. But definitely I get to breathe. Like, it's awesome. It's amazing. I think just, like, getting to do the things I like, just, I just get to chill out. And it just feels like something like I haven't had in years. And I think the last week or or two, I just haven't been really like going traveling everywhere over the world and playing baseball. And it's nice. It's like a moment of like being like serenity. It's perfect. I would, dude. Like, I'm actually so glad someone asked that, because I was literally about to bring it up, dude. But it's awesome. It just like, it's just kind of like it takes a lot of weight off your shoulders once like that stone is just reached.
Yeah, man, you've been traveling like crazy.
Dude, every weekend.
Oh my
every weekend.
I was
Then when I get back, I would play with you.
Yeah, dude, and it was like, damn. Like you even needed that break last weekend.
I know.
I was like, dude, I don't think I've ever seen Jordan take a break.
Right.
Hey, he probably really needs it, you know? Yeah, Dave, I know I just said it. Yankees down 11-2, whatever. Red Sox got swept at home. Cry about it. Dave also said, do you have goals for your first season and any special training to prepare?
For my first season, I want to go in. I want to make an impact. I think that the coaches have a special plan for me. I think that goes for my entire college career. Like, I think that there's a special plan in place for me in college baseball. So I think that that's what I want to do. I want to go in, make an impact, play well, play my game. For training wise, I'd probably just say lifting heavy, running a lot. That's, like I said before, I just gotta run a lot more and get my speed down. Just keep it up with throwing, fielding, hitting, all that good stuff.
Yep. And then we got another question from Joe. Who are some people you want to give a shout out to that played a big role in your journey on becoming a D-1 baseball player?
So first, we're gonna shout out Fairlife Nutrition Plan for sponsoring the video. But seriously, probably I would say my parents, my brother Teddy, Rob Nadel, Jeremy Booth, my coach Chris Margraf, all the coaches at Gold Culture. I don't want to forget anybody. You think I'm forgetting anybody?
Yeah, the most important one.
Who?
Up.
GODS, of course. Yeah, you're right. My bad. I don't know how I forgot that.
I know.
Dude, I'm over here staring at a pair of Jesus cleats I'm about to make, and I forgot that. But yes, of course, the big man above.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's all been one big blessing, and I'm really proud of myself to reach this point.
Yeah, man, definitely soak it in because it's not something that just happens overnight, and it took a lot of work for you to get there. So
Yeah.
again, man, I'm really proud of you for accomplishing this goal. Do you have any last words before we get out of here tonight?
No, not really.
No.
Everybody just keep grinding. That's it. Just, grinding doesn't stop.
Yep.
Thank you, Healing the Mental. Appreciate it.
No. Do you want to actually let's give a shout out to your custom cleats that you're.
Oh yeah. Shout out to JH Customs, jh.customs777. Me and my brother Jovan Henriquez, we work on some custom cleats. Let me see if I can grab a pair.
Yeah.
Right now, I got a pair I'm working on. These are gonna have Jesus on the inside. Got the JJ7 on this one. Let's see. I got these. These ones are going to Teddy. These ones are going to Teddy. Let me see right here. These ones are going to Teddy.
Yes, sir.
Those were a fun pair to make. These are kind of beat. I've been wearing these ones, but my Travis Scott's.
You love those. Every time I see
Dude, I
you.
love them. Anytime it's like the best thing, dude. I hear we're playing on turf. Oh my god. Raps. And then I just did these pair. I just did these for one of my boys. Follow. Can't see them.
Oh, those are tough.
Off whites.
Yeah.
Dude, but yeah. jh.custom777 on IG. Hit us up for your custom needs. We do sneakers, cleats, whatever paint sticks to. Yeah. That's it.
All right. Again, Jordan, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. And before we get out of here, just know I need a t-shirt.
Dude, I got you. I will.
All right, fellas. Hope everyone has a great night. Till next time, peace.
See ya.